Okay, fifth and last question of the type of examples we want to give you about the exchange we would like to have with you during the webinar. Question: a great artist can suffer from extra exposure? No, it can't. It was actually expressed on the tendency of pop art during the 60s, 70s. So no, it can't. It can't. Actually, extra exposure is a consequence of where we live today. People love extra exposure. People love getting into the bathroom of the artist or in the bed of the artist and trying to take the icon down. Not take the icon down, but take the icon to live as close as it can from the life of the regular people. And people love that. People are amazed by that. Oh, look, Sebastian has a coffee mug. Sebastian has a bed. Sebastian has a pink pillow. And so people love this type of things. People don't get tired of that. The question is, until which point the artist will gather enough sources to keep people interested on what he really does, which is art. That is a big question. People, if you do good your job, people will be always interested on listening you while doing your job or you in your private life. After there is a limit that someone has to put and control a little bit the limits of your private life, that you don't want people to get too much noisy on what you do or how you feel or who you date, who you don't date. But that's not going to happen with tango. We don't have an exposure of millions of followers on Facebook page, and we're not talking of millions that really influence the privacy of a human being. That's why tango is still a subgroup of people that practices tango, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Probably when I will be able to film in Hollywood, and I received several proposals this month about doing films, co-starring with a young guy. He's just starting. His name is Pacino Al, and I might accept. And when I accept that, maybe my exposure will be great enough to really talk about extra exposure. But again, that's just besides the joke. The big and the most important is: will the artist keep on creating or keep on working on his own art to the point that he will still interest people after people know everything about him, who he is, what he thinks, and that's the thing. So that's why sharing this type of intimacy that I have with you, I don't think it's wrong. That the fact that I could become obsessed about it and forget about my art, that will be wrong. Okay, something like these young boys that appear on YouTube, that they just sing one song on YouTube, and then after they just boom, an explosion. They get into interviews, into TV shows, and then they slightly forget about what they are really meant to be, artists. Bye.